Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new day of All Creator Live, and I am back playing more No Man's Sky. Alright, let's get the music started up here. A little bit too loud in my headphones. There we go. Alright, so yeah, gonna be another chill day, chill stream, playing No Man's Sky, just hanging out. Probably going to do another freighter exploration. There's still a lot more of the modules that I have to collect, as well as still some furniture left that I have to get from the Gek and Vakeen abandoned freighters that I do not have. But, you know, it's just the nature of after game, you know, once you've completed all of the main stuff, you don't really have too much to do other than after game. I don't know what people call it these days. All right, so there is still an expedition going on. It's a repeat expedition. Expedition 13 Redux. That's what they're called. Redux expeditions. This is the Adrift expedition. To those who don't remember the Adrift expedition, I did a live stream of the Adrift expedition. It was a lot of fun, a very unique expedition because of its lack of communication, lack of people, which is something that must have been very difficult to program in. There were no NPCs whatsoever. You could see players, but only when you went into the space anomaly, and even then, you only really saw their pets and their spaceships. So you knew there were people there, it's just you couldn't see them. I don't know how they did it, but they programmed everything, any interaction with anyone, to be invisible. It was very unique.
Bryce Campbell said,
Hey Bryce, I'm glad you could be here too. I was just talking about the current rerun of the expedition that is available right now and is going on for 2 weeks. It's the Adrift expedition. I did a live stream of it not long ago, so I'm not going to be doing it again because I've already collected all the prizes. This is mostly for people that never got a chance to do it. They have 2 weeks to get it done now. And I just gotta say, out of all the expeditions, this one was the most unique and had the most interesting story to it. They worked a little harder with this one, is what I'm saying. So, to those that don't have all of the rewards from this one yet, I highly recommend doing it. You got 2 weeks. Go do it. Alright, so let's go on into my main save and just sit down, get situated, relax for a bit. I had kind of a confusing day. But yeah, Bryce, how has your day been? I should ask first before I go into a spiel about how my day's been. I want to grab some of my coffee a little bit first, get something to drink. Alright. So the last time I played, we had some very nice fellow named Catastrophe show up. And they gave me a frigate module. The thing that I was looking for but could not find on the abandoned freighter that I was on. And I told them, feel free to make a base on our home planet.
Bryce Campbell said,
Oh, good.
my day has been good. It's been mostly relaxing.
But yeah, the last time I played, we had him show up and he gave me that. It was very kind of him. I told him he can feel free to build a base anywhere he wants on our planet. This is not my ship. Somebody else landed here. Oh, this is someone else's. Gorbagali's... Oh, it's NPC ship. I was like, what going on? Alright, I'm gonna see if I can kick his ship out. Yeah, get out of here. That's not your parking space. That's my parking space. I'm gonna have you towed. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I told him that he can feel free to leave to make a base anywhere on our planet that he wants, and he did. I want to see if he's worked on it a little bit since then. I think that's it over there, because there's also a base over there. Yeah, I thought it was over this direction, but no. Wait, I want to check something first, because when I landed last time I played, I don't know if I... No, the tree's still there. Because I came from this direction, and when I landed, I couldn't remember where I landed. I didn't know if I destroyed the tree or not. But yeah, they built it over here on a floating island. Very cool base, and he also left... Ah.
Bryce Campbell said,
Oh,
"How about
goodness.
you encountered Adol during the
A
stream?"
player with red hair. If they had human players in this game, I feel like that would be big news for No Man's Sky. I don't know why it keeps making that landing noise now, like I'm landing in water. I obviously am not. But yeah, nah, it doesn't look like they built much of anything. Either that or maybe they did build something big and it's not rendered all the way. I don't know. He might not have saved before leaving. Because this sometimes happens. This happens if you don't upload your base and save after you upload your base. So I'm guessing what he did was he built everything. Well, he uploaded it halfway through his build. Then he finished everything and forgot to save. So, yeah, this is what happens when you forget to save. So anytime that you're building something, do not forget to save, because the rest of the stuff that you build, it will not be here for anyone else that comes here. You got to make sure to upload your base and save afterwards, because this happens when you don't do that. And the reason why I know he probably made a lot more is because he has a power grid over here. A very unique idea to have it kind of hidden by walls like this. It kind of gives off suburban vibes, you know, because that's what they do in suburbia anytime they have large structures that are more what's the word I'm looking for? Infrastructure based. They will build a home or something around it to make it look like it belongs there. And that's what he did here. And the electrical grid's not hooked up to anything. So he built an electrical grid first before he started building his place. And that's a pretty good idea. I feel like I should do that more often. But I kind of wish I knew exactly how everything looked, you know? A little sad. But who knows? I could be wrong. He could still be working on it because the message that he left is still here, even though he probably knows I got it by now. He left a message saying, as you can see, Twitch wasn't letting me talk in your chat. And I have a feeling the reason why that is, if you are watching this in the archives, Catastrophe, is that I have my shield mode on, and it's set to prevent anyone who creates a brand new account to chat in my, in my chat. Also, if you do not have an active, I changed this setting yesterday, but if you do not have an active phone number, an activated phone number, you also cannot communicate in my chat over on Twitch. But I changed that. Now it's really only the 1 week limitation thing, because I know a lot of times when spammers and bots, anytime that they come into the chat to plug something, they will do so on an account that they had just freshly created. So, that's obviously got to stay in place. So if you did not have an activated phone number, that could be why you weren't able to talk in my chat. But I've changed that setting since then, so feel free to stop by whenever it is that I'm streaming, and hopefully you will be able to get through this time. If not, then it could just be the limitation involved with being a brand new account, you know? Other than that, the only other reason I could think of that you couldn't communicate in my chat is that your account has been, in some ways, marked by Twitch as a spam account. And if that's the case, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You gotta talk with Twitch about that. But yes, thank you so much for building a base here, too. I feel like this planet could get a lot more busier, you know, if we get more No Man's Sky people to show up. And it would be really cool to see a bunch of bases on this planet, so that I can show them off every time I return to this save data. Alright. So I forgot where my base is now. There it is. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little fishing before I get started going into a new freighter. Because my day was kind of normal today, but then near the very end of my work day, something weird happened. And I kind of want to talk about it. It was nothing too bad, it was just something annoying. Let me get my fishing rod out. Yep. All right. So yeah, today was kind of a normal day. Work was the same as usual.
Bryce Campbell said, "You should have
Oh, my
tallest mountain so you can find it."
my planet doesn't have really tall mountains. It has really tall hills, which I'm okay with, because to be honest, playing this game, I've noticed planets that have really big mountains all over the place. They're kind of everywhere, and it makes it very difficult to traverse the planet when it has lots of mountains. But yeah, today was a very normal day until around like 2 o'clock when I was at the heat of what it was I was doing at work. And, you know, that's close to the end of the workday for me. And when I'm really getting into work and I have no more breaks left to take, it's kind of hard for me to just get pulled out of what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure everyone has that feeling when they're deep into whatever it is they do for work, and they don't want to be bothered, and then something bothers them. But yeah, around 2 o'clock, we got a knock at our door here at our apartment. Somebody needed to check the number on our AC unit, and I didn't really have a problem with that. It's just they didn't send us anything or any kind of info that someone was going to be dropping by, and because it pulled me right out of work right when I was close to getting done, it was very annoying. And he didn't, and here's the thing, he didn't even check for the number. He just took a screw off of a thing and noticed it was loose, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and get this screw thing fixed up or whatever. It was too loose or something like that, and he said that it could cause the whole faceplate of the AC unit to fall if it was, you know, put back the way it was. And after that, he just took the screw and he left. And I was like, all right. He didn't even check any of the numbers. He didn't remove the faceplate completely. He just removed one screw, noticed that the placement of the screw was loose and then left. It's like he was just trying to find something to fix. And then when he found something to fix, he was like, okay, I can do this tomorrow. And then left. And I'm like, what the hell is that about? He didn't even look for the number or anything. He just took a screw from the front of the AC unit and left. That's not a big deal. I don't have a problem. If you want to fix something, you want to fix something. It's just, don't give me bullshit just to do it. Because you just pulled me right out of work to have you, to do something like that. And there wasn't really any reason for it. So I had to contact my sister and tell her to reschedule it because tomorrow I'm going to be way too busy and I'm going to be asleep at around the time that they usually show up. So, you know, she rescheduled it for Monday. But I just feel like that whole thing shouldn't have happened, you know? There shouldn't have been no reason for it to happen. He knocked on the door. He was like, hey, I need to check the number of your AC unit. I need to know if it's okay to come in. And I'm like, all right, I guess. That didn't seem like a big issue to me. It's not like it was going to take a lot of time out of my day if he took off the faceplate, read the number, and then put it back. But I guess that's the only reason he wanted to come in, is he wanted to find something to fix. And I don't know why that is what it is, and I'm pretty sure that's why, because he didn't even check for the number. He didn't even go in. He didn't even do the thing he came in there to do, and I'm like, huh? Oh well.
Contact username. Sid.
Hello there, contact Usane. That was a very interesting name. I hope you don't mind if I call you Contact. But it's nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. It's your first time here. Right now, I'm just trying to wind down from work and relax a little bit before I decide to go and adventure around in space in No Man's Sky. I'm planning to explore a freighter later on today. But yeah, Contact, how are you? How is your day going?
Contact username. Sid. Cool.
Alright, cool.
Contact username. Sid. Nice.
Oh yeah, my house. This is my vacation house. I built it
Contact
a year
username.
ago. I've been working on it slowly.
Sid. I'm good at work.
Oh, okay, cool, good. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. That's why I decided to fish a little bit before going to explore a freighter, an abandoned freighter, because I need to relax a bit, you know? And I'm so happy they put fishing in this game. A, it's a really great way to get nanites, and B, it's just fun and relaxing. And I can eat while I do it. Dang, I just missed that fish.
Contact username. Sid. I can't seem to build anything that looks nice in this game.
Yeah, I will say one thing. They do have a very limited amount of basic material or basic building parts. To be honest, if the building in this game was more like, I want to say Minecraft or something like that, I know it would get a lot of flack, but it would make it more diverse, and it would give you more of a basic idea on how to build stuff. But I do kind of like what they have, you know? I can work with what they have available. But I can understand how a lot of people can't.
Sid. It would be funny if the freighter ended up being the home base of the Xenomorphs.
Yeah, you say that. You say that, Bryce. And there are in the Corvax galaxies, There are abandoned freighters that are filled with nothing but aliens that look as though they come straight out of something from H.R. Geiger. And, yeah. It's freaky. I don't like those freighters, though, because they're so long and boring. I mean, it's not that they're not filled with action. There are a lot of things to kill and fight. But there's just so much of it that it tends to feel tedious, you know? I like the... I like the Gek. I like the Gek abandoned freighters. They have a good amount. They're like a midway area. They're mid-tier abandoned freighters. The Vakeen freighters are the easiest. The Gek are the normal, kind of okay. And the Korvax are supposed to be the most difficult freighters. Let me see. Oh, but yeah. Base building parts. Yeah, they are a little complicated, so it can be very difficult to build something in this game. Because you need a specific eye to really get an idea of what you want to build. It's not an issue of just making something that you think looks like a house. It's like building a puzzle. You know, it's like working with a puzzle. You got a lot of puzzle pieces, and they look good in a certain way. But if you don't put them together in that certain way, then it's not going to look very good, you know? But yeah, other than that, my day's been kind of normal. It was just that one hiccup. And then when I got back into work, it was just, I wasn't feeling the mojo as well, you know? And, I finished what I had to do, but it took a little bit longer. And I didn't get to really speak with my boss afterwards, because he had to wrap everything up. So I'm gonna have to talk with him tomorrow. And, that's okay, I guess, because... you know, the mornings can be boring. It's just I'm gonna have to stay at work a little longer tomorrow. I usually get done at around 12 so I can get to sleep and prepare for my night job. But it'll be okay. I need to stay awake until like 2 o'clock tomorrow anyway, because my schedule gets posted tomorrow and I need to check it out. Oh, and when I go into work tomorrow night, I'm going to have to pick up some things for Christmas. I've been focusing on getting Christmas presents this year. Or this month. And, I haven't been having the usual snacks that I do. Typically, I have something like a Hot Pocket or some Slim Jims along with some popcorn, but I've really only been able to afford popcorn. So. Oh crap. I reeled in the line too early. But yeah, Bryce, have you been getting anything for Christmas for anybody or whatnot? Because I know, your dad and your mom usually go out and have dinner with them, so have you picked up anything for them for Christmas? Also, Cantac, you as well, have you picked up anything for anyone for Christmas? It is the season. I don't know. I probably shouldn't ask that. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or not. But if not, it's okay. I'm gonna grab my popcorn here. Snack on it a little. I think at night my base looks the best. On my other vacation planet, the base that I built there looks like shit compared to this one. Especially at night. I know I gotta work on the interior a little bit more, but the outside just looks really cool. I don't know, that one guy, Catastrophe, his base looks like it might be pretty cool once he's done with it. I hope he comes back to it.
Bryce Campbell said,
Aw.
I only got my
Well, at least you got somebody something. I mean, that is the reason for the season, giving gifts. And I'm happy your dad is just, you know, okay with you spending time with him. I feel like I'd be the same way with my dad too if he didn't live several states away. I would definitely enjoy just having some time spent with him. Me and him get along really well. It's just, with us both being so far away, we can only really talk online or on the phone. Something going on with the camera? What? That's weird. That's very weird. Why was I moving just then? I want to make sure that doesn't happen again, because that was very odd. I don't want to end up getting put into the water. I think it's kind of cool that my place has a sentinel also that occasionally patrols the area, because it kind of adds to the atmosphere, you know? It's not like I'm doing anything illegal when I fish either. So I don't have to worry about it getting pissed off when I catch a fish. Oh, I only have 3 bait left. 2. Might have to stop a little earlier. Usually I like to go for about an hour.
Bryce Campbell said, a big reason for the gifts is that I have had financial trouble, so doing things that way was easy.
Oh, okay, Bryce, I understand. You gotta prioritize, you know? Alright, since I don't have any bait left, I could just make some, but Instead, I'm just gonna go do what I gotta do today. Let's return all these fish to the sea. I wish there was an easier way to do this. I heard that they're thinking of they're gonna be working on a better way to do this. But I don't know for sure. Just having to keep opening up and closing the menu. It is kind of tedious. Then again, I don't know if everybody does what I'm doing right now, you know? To get nanites. There might be a good majority of people who do it just because they like experimenting with recipes and stuff in this game. Couldn't be me, though. I don't typically play games for the cooking aspect. Unless it's Tales of Destiny. There was a huge side quest aspect to cooking in that game. And it really made me want to cook. I don't know what it was. But I guess it was also because it was the first time I really saw a cooking mechanic in an RPG game. I remember any new town or city that I would go to, I had to buy all of the recipes there to make something with. Even if I wasn't going to be using it, I just wanted to cook. Not in the same vein as... Oh, look at that. We almost got 2,000 nanites. God, that's a lot. So yeah, fishing. Love it. I really do. So happy. You know, I'm gonna get out and save just in case. I don't want to glitch anything. Alright, so today I was thinking, instead of going to... We're in a Vy'keen system. So instead of going to another Vy'keen freighter, we'll go to a Gek freighter, since I don't really have all of the decorations that you can find in a Gek system abandoned freighter. Oh yeah, last time I played, I didn't play on stream. I kinda wanted to relax a little bit. I think it was Saturday, so I played a bit of No Man's Sky and did some fishing and stuff when I got home from work. And I experimented in VR a bit, and they've changed a little bit of how things work in VR. I like it, but at the same time, it was like... I don't know. I feel like they need to do something with the visuals in VR. Everything is way too sharp. And I've played other VR games on the PlayStation 5 that are made for the PS5, and they don't look as graphically sharp as No Man's Sky does. I don't know what it is about No Man's Sky, but their VR mode... It's like someone cranks up the sharpness so much, because you can see everything looks so jagged. And I'm like, yikes, every time that I play. And it feels like I wish there was a slider or something to where I could turn down the sharpness and maybe smooth some things out, because everything's way too crisp to the point where it looks almost pixelated. on the edge of everything. So I don't know if that's an issue with something that they have to add in settings, or it could just be something to do with the lighting. But I don't know. Sometimes people don't mention these things and they don't get picked up on, and people are just like, it's fine, and leave it as is. But I I do wish that somebody would take care of that, because I do love playing in VR, especially fishing. But when I'm near the water that I fish on, it's very apparent. I don't know what it is. If anyone out there playing No Man's Sky has played in VR, you know what I'm talking about. It just looks really weird when you're fishing in VR, and the water just looks pixelated, and not in a bad way. Like it looks like Minecraft kind of pixelated, or everything's in voxels kind of pixelated. It just looks like someone's taken the sharpness level of the game and cranked it up to 11. Alright, so let's go to a Gex system. Let's just do free explore mode. Look for Gek. There are a lot of wormholes around this area. I never realized that. There goes a Gex system. Let's also visit their space station so we can get back to our system faster. Just in case something happens to where I need to reset the game. Alright, where's the... There it is. I did a lot of exploration when I first entered this system, so I looked around a couple of planets already, or a lot of solar systems already, so I'm going to check to see if there is a backpack slot available. If not, then it means I have not visited this system. I know you can check that from the galaxy map, but I rarely do that. To me, this is the way that I know that I did not mean to do that. This is the way that I can tell if I've been to a system or not, as if I can... Alright, I think I might have, because it's not giving me the ability to do that. Alright, well, I guess I have been to this system before. I do have to sell something, though, so I guess it's a good thing I talked to him. Alright. Oh. Some carbon. Nice. What's their gun look like? Kind of basic. I do like that they have two areas where you can look at the guns, but I wish they would make them different on both sides. That would be cool. Having two options instead of one. How's my standing with the Gek? Not good. Might do that after I explore their freighter. A freighter. Not there. Got Colonel. Alright, I think I still have some... Yep, I have some... oh wait, that's not an anomaly. Here we go. Oh, I only have two. Gosh, I'm running low. All right. Whoa, 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 where, what? Whoa! I thought I went into some kind of void for a minute there. I was like, what's going on? That scared the hell out of me. I need to find a pick. Hold on. Here we go. I gotta get this kernel out my teeth. All right. I love popcorn, but that's like the downside to eating it. Yeah, I discovered last time I played that there is stuff outside here too, and I never really picked up on that before. So, free sodium, free oxygen. Seems like a good idea to me to pick them up. I mean, it's not much, but it, you know, it's something. Camera's acting really weird today. I got my repair kits. Alright, let's use the emergency signal to bypass the doors. Get inside here. Alright. Oh, here we have the giant open, empty, gigantic empty room. I can't believe we've already run into one. Okay, so it's definitely going to be a crazed AI ship. I already hear things shooting at me. I don't know where they are, but I heard something. I know I hear something. Alright, well. Nope, I do hear something. Tainted metal. Where is it? Make yourself known to me, creature. Wanna fight you. Oh well. I need to go back in here anyway, cause getting cold. Ah. Something over here I missed. It's very important to find every treasure chest when you're exploring an abandoned freighter, to those that are new and have never played No Man's Sky before. Because the only way that you're able to get the frigate module, the freighter module, whatever you want to call it, is if you explore and get every single treasure. Because the freighter module is typically in the very last treasure chest that you find. And what I'm doing here, just taking the hits, I don't advise doing that. I have a very powerful shield, so I can take the hits, no problem. But if you're new and you don't have good shields, try not to get caught. See, this is why I like these freighters better, is because they move a lot faster. Alright, this sucks. I can't find a damn heat source to save my life. Literally. Oh no, I'm gonna run out. No. Heater. Heating. Heat. Oh, I just made it. I think the robot's following me. I hear it. I can't see it though. This is annoying. Yeah, it's just, I think it's outside the we got another one of these freighters where the rogue AI is glitched outside the walls. Hey, I'm not complaining. Just one less thing for me to fight. It's just I think you get twisted metal for each one you kill, so that's a little annoying. What I really want to find is a heater right now. I also want to find these to anyone that wants to follow along the story of this freighter and figure out what's going on with it. Feel free to pause the video and read. There we go. Well, that immediately, that's one of the things that we need. I like it when you find them that fast. But there are 2 of them that I have to find, so I'm still going to have to read every one I come across. Here's the heater. Always run out of bullets just before I get rid of it. And yes, I'm saying bullets, ironically. I know it's bullets. I can say bullets, it's just I like saying bullets, because Elmo Fudd. Alright, so we can activate this. Can access the crew manifest. So yeah, if you're watching in the archives, this is a good lore dump as to what happened to this freighter and why it's abandoned. I have already been on a Gek freighter once before though, so this might be a repeat story. From what I can tell, there are a select few stories to go along with every abandoned freighter. And as far as what you find in them, that's randomly generated. The room layout, the map layout, and what items you can find inside of an abandoned freighter are all randomly generated, but the stories themselves, there's a set number of stories that it will pick between. So, if you're watching in the archives and it's a repeat story, I'm sorry, this isn't an interesting freighter for you. So listening to some Final Fantasy VII remix music. By the way, I'm listening to my Amazon playlist, not my Spotify playlist this time, in case you're wondering. I like Amazon Music a bit better than Spotify because no commercials, you know, if you have an Amazon Plus or an Amazon Prime account. That's great, but I like Spotify because they give you an unlimited amount of music that you can have in your list. And that's cool. It's just Spotify has commercials, and it doesn't bother me that much, but some days I don't feel like commercials, especially when it's been the same damn commercials for the past month. I don't know what's going on at Spotify headquarters, but I feel like they're not doing very good with getting sponsors, maybe. Either that or they're not trying because so many people have subscribed to their service now. But yeah, Spotify's been kind of repetitive with their commercials these days. Not that commercials have to be different. It's just it used to be I'd hear different commercials every week, but nope, not anymore.
Bryce Campbell said, I prefer Apple Music myself since most of my library came.
Oh yeah, I don't have an Apple device anymore. The last one I had was an iPod Shuffle. I think it was the 2.0 iPod Shuffle. So one of the earlier models. Okay, you shooting me in the head while I'm trying to read. There you are. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you don't get any twisted or tainted metal from them. I thought you did, darn. Well, yeah, there's really no reason to fight them then other than getting them out of your hair. So I guess I'm not that upset about not being able to kill the ones from before. But yeah, that was the last Apple product that I had. In fact, when everybody else switched to smartphones, I didn't switch into a smartphone until 2017. So I'm a very late adopter of a lot of things. And I've had that phone since 2017, but this next year I'm gonna have to get a new phone. I'm thinking of changing from a Samsung to a Motorola. I'm gonna get a Motorola Razr, one of the flip kinds of phones. I'm excited because it means I'll be able to take it outside more often.
Bryce Campbell said, you can use Apple Music on Android and web now, but I'm not sure how good the latter is.
That's true. I've heard that, but like I said, it's been forever since I've used an Apple product, so my library of everything is I have no idea what I'd have to do to get back into it, and I really don't want to deal with the headache, especially cuz I pay for Amazon Prime, and while I only have I can only have 2,500 songs, that still gives me enough to make a pretty decent list, you know? Least. But yeah, thanks for the advice, Bryce. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm excited to get a new phone, mostly because of the new flip phones. I feel like they would offer better protection against falls than the current smartphone that I have, which is a Samsung Note 8. And yeah, I've been looking forward to getting a new one since I saw the first flip phone, the first smart flip phone, and I was like, oh yes, they brought flip phones back because they're more secure than a regular smartphone because, you know, they close up, so the main screen is better protected. So it means I'll be able to take it outside more often. I very rarely take my phone out because dropping it would be catastrophic to my mental health. Emergency heater decoration, awesome. Cool, a new decoration. That's what I want. One of the things that I want anyway. And being able to take my phone with me all the time means I'll be able to actually listen to music on the go. Right now I have I forget what it is, but it's a little music player. It's not fucking, it doesn't run on a type of service like Spotify or Amazon Plus or Amazon Music. It's just like a little headset. It's just like a little MP3 player that I've had forever, and it has a collection of songs that I listen to and have listened to for the longest time, but I don't listen to it all the time because those songs are so old now. Early 2000s jam, you know. And yeah, I would like to have my Spotify with me all the time. Sometimes I change it up. When I do bring my phone with me, I'll listen to a podcast or something because I can't really listen to Spotify on the go because I don't subscribe to them, and Amazon Prime only allows you to listen to 10 songs when you're not near a Wi-Fi signal, which can be annoying because I really don't like connecting to a Wi-Fi service outside of my house. You know, security reasons, obviously. But yeah, being able to take a Motorola with me wherever and not have to worry about dropping it will be 100% a good reason for me to buy a new one. Other than the fact that the one I currently have is definitely out of date by now. A lot of applications that I have on my phone won't work with it anymore. I've been having to use a web browser to check my bank account, which is annoying because it's A, it's not secure, and B, it's you know, kind of, I don't feel safe, you know? I don't feel safe doing that. And I know I don't really have anything to worry about. It's not like I make a shit ton of money or anything like that, but oh, another decoration. Awesome. But I'd like to feel secure with everything that I do on my phone. And lately my phone's been having problems, especially with YouTube. I cannot comment on YouTube without a delay with the keyboard that takes about 2 to 5 minutes until it allows me to actually type anything in the comment section on a YouTube video. And from what I've heard, that problem occurs because the the Note 8 is no longer supported by Samsung, and because of that, they haven't updated their services through YouTube, and because of which it can't fix the bug. They really? Well, I mostly listen to video game music soundtracks, so I guess that could be why I haven't run into that problem. But I've never encountered that. Yeah, that sucks, I guess. So yeah, it makes sense. That's why you don't use Prime. But me, I haven't found that problem. So, God, I didn't even know that I didn't even know that existed. I didn't think that was a thing with any service. You know. God, telling people to pay for listening to a song on a service they're already paying for, that seems criminal. Oh, I haven't been activating these teleports. Shoot. Oh, well. I don't see no treasure in here. That's the way down. Is there any room over here? There is. Gotta check every room, every treasure chest, because I don't know which one's gonna have what I need. And I don't know if this is a thing for every abandoned freighter, but the freighter's frigate module is always in the last treasure chest that you search. Don't quote me on that. That might not be an actual thing. I could just be super unlucky. But as far as I can tell, that's the way it goes. It's always in the last place you look. But yeah. Gek freighters, super mid. Ah. Oh, well, that could be why I can only listen to 10 songs on their offline service. That's what that's what she said. Okay, well, hello, Jeff. And I guess that could be something that she says. I'm not saying it isn't, but it's nice to meet you, Jeff. Welcome to the stream. Got some more lore dumping going on with this. As stated before, if you're watching in the archives, you can always pause to read it. I myself, I've seen way too many of these. They're not interesting to me anymore.
Jeff Harden.
Hey, how has your day been? Do you play No Man's Sky? And if so, then feel free to... Feel free to stop by my planet, Tala Earth, and build a base, if you want.
Bryce Campbell said, "Oh, since you listen to video game music, Jason, have you listened to the YSX host yet? It's already available for streaming." Jeff Harden said,
"Oh yeah, I have not, no, but it is really good in VR. I gotta say, out of all of the VR titles available to the PlayStation 5, this has got to be the best one. I know there are a lot more options on the other systems like the HTC Vive and Oculus, but as far as the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation VR, if you have VR 2 or VR 1, this is by far the best PlayStation VR game. And I really wish I could demonstrate how cool it is, but I will. But yeah, if you have this game on Steam, or I think there is a mobile version, so I guess you could in some ways get it to work with the Oculus. If you're using the HTC Vive, I've heard that it is spectacular for the HTC Vive. There's even one YouTuber I watch called Jason Plays, and he vows that he will not play No Man's Sky on anything VR-wise. He will not play on anything other than an HTC Vive. He says he wants the best experience possible to play No Man's Sky in VR. And I get that. But me, I don't have like $800 to $1,000 to blow on the best VR experience. So I'm very limited. All right, more decorations. Awesome. So we still need to find 2 more rooms. This is the last room, so we missed 2 rooms, and I gotta head back, darn it. Well, luckily, though, this is the treasure cache room, which is great, because could very well find what I'm looking for here. But yeah, Bryce, the East soundtrack, that is something I didn't think about looking for, but I will definitely look it up now. I'm gonna have to look for some of the best ones, though. I gotta look up the one for Lacrimosa of Donna. That had some really kick-ass music. I'm telling you, though, if the East developers started giving us some more vocals, that would be interesting.
My wife would not be happy if I did that. She did buy me a Meta, and I saw Think in the Steam VR section.
Oh, you saw it in... Okay, so it is available natively to the Meta, which is the latest version of Oculus, I guess. I don't know. I don't really keep up with that VR systems developers. I can't remember. I know they make Facebook. I can't remember exactly what the company name is. I think it's just Meta, right? I think that's what Facebook goes by now, company-wise. It's called Meta, if I remember correctly. But it's nice that it's native. That way you could just get it straight to there if you want to. But I guarantee you it will not be a waste if you buy it for any VR system, because it is just so... I don't know. I feel like this game was made perfectly for VR. A lot of FPS titles are, but the fact that this gives you an entire universe to explore means that you kind of feel like you can live in this world, you know?
But I mainly get the Trails host day one when it comes to Qualcomm music releases.
Oh. So I'm guessing you play mostly for the soundtrack. I don't blame you, though. East has some really great sounds. As well as some really great songs. I don't know. Don't know why I said that exactly. Alright, so I didn't find... Oh, nope. Still haven't checked those two. Finding a lot of these perfume bottles. I'm guessing the crew members here really enjoyed Axe body spray. Oh, I did. That one I haven't checked. Ah, units, damn it. I don't need units. I have all the units I need. Well, I'm not beaten yet. I still have 2 rooms to find. Alright, but I have checked all of the logs now. Ah, there's the last room down there. Okay. Like I said, I'm still new to the Gek abandoned freighters. Oh, here's the second room. Alright. Okay, so we are really close to the end. If I don't find it in these last 2 rooms, then I think I might have missed it. I don't want to go back, though. Either that or I could just be super unlucky and just not getting any freighter modules
Bryce Campbell.
anymore. I don't know. I don't know if there's a limit to the amount that you can get.
I'm more of a story guy for my games, but once I found out Falcom sells their music and encountered songs I like, I started buying the OSTs.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of games did that in the 2000s. They don't do it that much anymore. So I'm happy to see that Falcom still keeps up with that. They did it with Lacrimosa of Dana, Tales of Celsadia, the newer releases of Oath of Felgana, and I forget what 7 was called. E7. I forget what that was called. But yeah, they did it with that as well. I have Lacrimosa. I have the CD for Lacrimosa of Dana, Tales of Celsadia. I have the CD for Origins. I don't know if I have the CD for Monstrum Nox. I either have the CD or the digital version. I can't remember. I can't see any of my CDs right now. They're kind of behind a lot of the boxes that I have set aside for Christmas. Alright, let's go down the ladder then. I hope this last room has what I need. But yeah, you're right about that. They do a very good job of allowing you a physical... What the hell? Whispering Core. Oh, looks like something to sell. I don't think I've collected that before. Yeah, new treasure recorded. Ugh.
Bryce Campbell.
Once again, I feel like I'm not going to find this freighter module.
Since you have the CD for, you can just rip it and listen at your convenience.
True. But to be honest, I don't like doing that. A, because that means I'm going to have to turn on my old laptop. It's the last... No, not laptop. My old desktop computer. It's the last thing that I have that has a CD player. I don't have anything. All of the stuff I have, none of it has a CD drive to to play music or anything CD related. So it would be a whole thing where I have to hook back up my old desktop computer. I'd have to turn it on. I think the last operating system it had on it was Windows XP. I can't remember. It's so old. I last used it in 2013. And that was before I had my oh my god, that was before I had my Cintiq. So there's so much old stuff on that desktop. I think I mostly have the CDs for those games as a novelty, to be honest. I can listen to them anytime that I want to. I just don't because Spotify is way more convenient. Spotify and but I'll look them up. I will once I'm done with this and I'll listen. But other than that, I typically like listening to them while I play the games, you know? I don't know what it is about music with me, but I really latch on to music when I have something to relate it to physically. Like if I'm playing a game and I really love the music that I'm hearing in the game, I will look for this soundtrack and I'll buy or I'll download the soundtrack because once I'm listening to it, I get the same feeling that I feel when I'm playing the game. You know? I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know if it's just me, but that's exactly the reason why I like listening to video game OSTs because it puts me in the same feeling that I have when I'm playing the game. And I like having that feeling anywhere because whether I'm working or I'm drawing or I'm hiking or I'm shopping, having that music playing just kind of gives me a sense of excitement and alertness that I don't usually have when I'm not listening to music, you know?
Bryce Campbell said, "You could buy an external optical drive. I had to buy one recently because my laptop refused to recognize the one I had."
Nah, I'm not looking to spend money like that these days, Bryce. Gotta pinch pennies. But thank you. Like I said, I will definitely just look it up. It's not like it's gonna cost me any money to look it up on Spotify or Prime. Just getting units and nanites now. Alright, well, I also got ammo. I guess that's cool. Running out of options here. I think we're all out. Oh shit, these four have just been floating here. That's why I don't really care too much for them. And why the Gek ships are so mid. You know, because they have aliens on them, but the aliens aren't that dangerous. If anything, the most dangerous things on a Gek freighter are the rogue AI. But even then, it's not as much as, say, what you'd see on a Vakeen ship. But Vakeen ships are a lot smaller than Gek ships, so they're not as difficult to get through. That's why Vakeen's abandoned freighters are always the easiest. Did I read this? I don't know. Let me read it just to be sure. To anyone who is interested in this freighter story. Gonna go with the nanites because the other two are kind of useless. You might think, oh, well, Jason, the freighter bulkhead, that's what you want, right? No. The freighter bulkhead is just adding more space to your freighter, and my freighter is already maxed out on space. What I'm looking for is technically supposed to give you upgrades to the freighters.
Said. True, the only problem with Spotify and Prime though is you need to maintain the subscription. I use streaming to find stuff I like, then buy it.
Yeah, Bryce.
Or CD Japan.
You do you, buddy. I'm gonna just go back and try to find it. I feel like I scoured this entire freighter for everything that I could find, but I don't know. I might be missing something. I know I'm not missing any rooms, but I could be missing a treasure chest from somewhere. Alright, so we got everything we could leave. But instead of using the teleports to leave, I'm just gonna walk out and scan every room to make sure I didn't forget anything. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with the family these days. My sister's been having a better job, or a better time with the job that she currently has, working for DoorDash, and that makes me happy. And my sister April has been getting way more hours, which is good for her because she likes to buy a lot of stuff for the cat. And I really wish I could buy more stuff for my cat. I really do. But I'm happy she's okay with it. Because, I mean, he needs food. And he's very picky. He's a very picky cat. I get surprised because, you know, we adopted him from a shelter that basically got him off of the streets. So I'm surprised at how picky he is. I don't get it. But I heard that this is actually a common thing with cats. Even street cats, they'll just be picky with their food. And I'm like, why? Especially for street cats. You would think a street cat would be more appreciative of the types of food that they have, regardless of what it tastes like. But no, they'll be as picky as any other cat. And I'm like, dang. Are you serious? But I know it ain't like that for humans. We humans will eat, like, literally anything we're given if we're that poor and destitute and starving. But my cat, no, he'll get picky even when it comes to water. I don't know what it is. Like, the water we give our dog is the same water that we give him. But instead of drinking from his water bowl, he'll try and find our dog's water bowl and drink from that. And I wish he wouldn't, because it just... You don't know what kind of diseases she might have. So, why are you drinking out of her water dish? You know what, Bryce? This is something I don't know about you. Do you have any pets?
Said. At least street cats don't need to contend with
Well, yeah, I would suppose so. You know, unless one got loose from the zoo like that one time, and oh, I can't remember where that happened, but I know it was all over the news. Aha! I didn't get that one. Maybe this might have what I need. Please. Ah, fucking units. I can't believe it. I think that was my last chance. I've gotten everything on this ship. I cannot believe this. So annoying. I was like looking for a needle in a haystack. You know what? I'm going to look through my inventory for a second. Make sure I'm not missing it. Oh, no, I did get it. Okay. I don't remember when I got it, but I got it. There it is. The frigate module. Okay, thank God. I got it earlier on, too. So, yeah, it's not always the very last treasure you find. Okay. It's just when I'm picking up stuff and I'm talking at the same time, I don't pay attention to what it is I pick up. All right, cool. So I got it just before this treasure. All right.
Bryce Campbell.
Aw. All right. I understand that. To be fair, Bryce, I have expressed to my sister that once our cat passes away, we should not get another pet. Mostly because a lot of apartments will not allow you to have a pet. I'm lucky and fortunate enough to live in an apartment where they're okay with animals, but all of the other apartments around our way, they do not allow pets at all. There's only one other place that allows pets, and they're a lot more expensive than the one that we're living in right now. So I told my sister if our cat dies, we're just going to have to not have another pet. And if we do have a pet, it'll be like a goldfish or something. But, knock on wood. Do not want that to happen. I love Fred. He's the best cat. I love him so much. Would not want anything to happen. He's been doing a lot better about eating food, though. He's not as picky as I'm making him sound, but he does require a little extra to get him to eat. Like, I'll mix his dry food in with his wet food, and he'll eat it. He just won't eat a lot of it, but I'm just happy he's eating. As I've told him, I'm like, we can't afford to get you anything else. I'm still gonna walk through the freighter back to the entranceway to make sure I've gotten everything, you know? Alright, here we go. The entrance. Well, the big room before the entrance.
Bryce Campbell.
Oh, there you are! You got free from the wall, hooray!
Interesting pet to have. Unfortunately, it only
Just in time for me to kill you. The Kraken? Well, yeah, I guess that would be an interesting pet to have. Both of them got freed from the walls. Nice. And then I killed them. So, take that as some kind of premonition or some kind of sign of something. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, so we got everything we needed. Let's go! Woo! So we turn these two into the space station. Get our rank up with the Gek. I forget what else you get. I think you get nanites. I don't know. But the main reason why I do these is for the frigate modules, not the credit that comes with it, or even the money that you can get. As far as I can tell, that's the main reason why anyone would do a freighter, an abandoned freighter, is to get the frigate module. I know there's an easier way to get a frigate module. I've already heard about it, but here's the thing. To get a frigate module, the easiest way is to go and find some freighters just floating around in space and attack them. You can get them out of the storage areas on random freighters that you encounter while flying around in space. And trust me, there are a lot of them. So you have so many options to choose from when you're flying through space and you encounter a bunch of freighters. So you can scan them and see what they have in terms of their cargo. And if they have a frigate module, you can attack that cargo bay and get the frigate module and then just get out of there. But that increases your, that pisses off the Sentinels, and then the Sentinels come after you. Not only that, but it decreases your rank with whatever system you're in. So I'm like, why would I do that, you know? There we go, just increasing my standing with the Gek. Now we donate the captain's log. I don't really know if I'm doing it right or not. Oh, that's a pirate transponder. Am I on redeem or? Starship inventory, freighter inventory, exosuit inventory. Oh, okay. I don't know why it became available here. I will donate these things, though, because I don't really need them. Oh. Okay, cool. So that's why you have those. I was wondering what they were for, because I've just been selling them, and they don't sell for that much. So you could turn them in with this guy, and my standing increases when I do that. That's cool. Oh, cool. It also increases your mercenary guild rank. That's good. I didn't know that. Well, that's an easier way to do that. I don't have to go on stupid missions to do that. Cool. Alright, so I guess I won't sell those anymore. Well, speaking of selling stuff, I gotta get rid of all the junk that I collected from that freighter. Oh, how many things of twisted metal or tainted metal do I have now? Let's talk with this guy and see. So I've done like 2 freighters since I last checked. Yeah, I can't really use it to buy anything because I've already gotten everything you can get other than the upgrades, but the upgrades that you can get with tainted metal are not that impressive, especially not compared to the ones that you can get from fighting Sentinels. Alright, so let's take the... Where's the tainted metal? Did it just go to my freighter? Huh, that's interesting. I thought I'd have it in my inventory until I got back to my system, and then I could... Alright, well, that's useful. I didn't know that was a thing, but cool. Alright, let's sell these... I got a couple of them. They're not... These 2 aren't worth much. This one's worth a pretty decent amount. Over 500,000, that's pretty good. Alright, so sell those. And... trade the power-ups because they're kind of useless. And since we're in a different solar system, could probably get a better price for them. Alright, no. Not really worth that much. Alright, I guess that never changes regardless of the system you're in. Galactic Trade Center, though, that has different pricings. Alright, so get rid of all these kind of useless. I really hate that I just collect random bottles. You know what it is? That could be like, hold up. That could be like how when you're fishing and you get you know, it's just an unlucky roll, you know? When you get the perfume bottles, it's like, oops, you got the dud. And you end up stuck with some junk that you have to get rid of somehow. And it's not worth much, so. Alright, I think that was it. Nope, I also have these. I could just give these to someone and increase my rank, can't I?
Bryce Campbell said, "It would have been funny."
A Gundam? I don't know. That feels like it would be worth a lot more. Alright, so we got a Vakeen guy over here. Let's trade with him. Or see if he wants the stuff I'm holding. No, he does not. He wants an effigy, not a dagger. Alright, well. Let's learn a new word at least. Oh, that reminds me. Bryce, I've been trying to learn Spanish. I recently got the application Duolingo, and I started yesterday, but I've been trying to learn Spanish. I don't know, I just felt like something fun to do while I'm on the toilet. You know? Because one of the main games, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, is it's become a lot easier since they've gotten rid of their server and taken out the online abilities that game used to have, so it's a lot easier to play it. And because of which I get done doing all the stuff I need to do a lot earlier, so while I'm on the toilet, I figure, hey, why not, you know, learn another language. And it's a slow process, obviously. I'm just learning things like milk, leche, and aqua, water, and boy, Nino, and girl, Nina, and, you know, things like that. But you know, I feel like it's a pretty good use of my time, don't you? I already talked with him. Or is he the one I talked to? No. If you've already spoken with someone, it'll say visited. Well, let's see if we can get rid of this Skeknip that I'm holding on to. Man, why do these people all want stuff I don't have? Dang it. All of them want Gek relics or effigies. Very picky group. It never used to be this way. When you were in old No Man's Sky, before they did the what update was it? I don't know. It was the one that fixed or changed all of the space stations to what they are now. But when they did that update, everyone on the freighters got super picky. It used to be you could talk with any one of them and give them whatever random junk you had, and it would increase your rank. But now they're very picky about what you give them. And I'm like, darn. Now what am I going to do with all this crap I have? I'm just going to sell it, I guess. Darn it. There we go. Here we are. There you go. Take the Korvax casing. See? Thank you very much, Mr. Korvax.
I know some Japanese, but not how to read kanji and that.
I guess that's true. But at least knowing something is better than being ignorant about it, you know? I do have a couple of new employees at my store that speak Spanish. And at my other job, there are a few Spanish-speaking coworkers that I have. And it would be interesting if I could talk with them. Or at least pretend to know what they're saying. You know? I hate having to be like, no, I don't speak any Spanish, you know? Because it makes me feel as though I'm being rude when I say it. For instance, at my overnight job, there was, his name's, oh no, you know what? I shouldn't say his name. I should not do that online. But he was having a problem because our registers closed down at a certain time, and because of which you're not able to take out any money. And if you take out over a certain amount, you need approval by someone that knows how to work the registers. And he was asking me for help, and I was just like, I don't speak Spanish, I'm sorry. I don't know.
They say Spanish and others were easy to pick up on afterwards.
Right. See, that's the other thing, too. I've always heard that, too, that Spanish is a gateway language to learning a lot more of the South American languages. And that feels like a good starting place, you know? Like, for instance, I could have also learned French and German. And even though I took a little bit of French when I was in high school, I really don't know that much of anything. So I went with Spanish because other than having actual people in my life that speak Spanish, there's a whole issue of being able to relate to anyone that comes to my channel, because from the statistics I'm being shown online through YouTube Studios, apparently a lot of people in Brazil like watching my content, and it would be cool if I could maybe once in a while say something to encourage them to speak up. Alright, I think I've gotten everything out of my inventory, cleaned it up a bit. I can put that in my... I can put these two in... I'll put this in here. Oh, I already apparently had some runaway mold in my... Start that up. I need to get rid of that. This I can put in my freighter, which I can't do right now because I'm not in the same solar system. And I can get rid of this. So let's go back and sell. I didn't sell everything. But yeah, those ingredients I can put in my food storage. But yeah, there is also that case of, I can't remember her name, but I think last year it was a individual from a South American country visited the chat for a while and was asking me if I knew any Spanish, and I did not. And she was very nice, and I really wish I could have communicated with her more. But sadly I could not, and it upset me a little bit. Not much. It's not like I'm losing sleep over it. It's just, it would have been nice to be able to say the things she wanted me to say because she liked my voice and she was giving me a lot of compliments, and that made me feel good. So, you know, being nice to someone like that would have been a really heartwarming situation. And because I didn't know any Spanish, or didn't know any Spanish words, it made me a little sad that I wasn't able to communicate more with her. Alright, let's go ahead and, you know what, I don't know why I left. I just realized that's why I went to the space station to begin with. so I can get back to my space station in my solar system by using the teleporter. I do kind of remember this star system, though. I think it was when I was trying to find... Oh, I can't. It was a couple of streams ago. I was going to random star systems to find something. I can't remember what. Shit. Is this my... Yeah, it's my old one. Here's my new one. Alright, so we visit my food processor. And then I go up to my freighter. And then we do a little more fishing. And then I'll wrap up the day. Well, something outside fell. Hope it wasn't anything too important. Well, this is taking a while. Usually it doesn't take this long. Oh, there we go. And we're back. I gotta decorate my kitchen more. Looks terrible. Okay, where's my inventory? Oh, here it is. Oh, wait. There we go. Eyeballs. This is what the other ones. Eggs. And what the other ones. That's all. Alright, is this done? Yep. Take a long. Get about 23 nanites from that.
Bryce Campbell said, "We need the Batman theme playing."
No, it's alright. I have some Genshin Impact playing, so this is worth nothing, so I'm just gonna throw it away. Put this in our freighter. There we go. And now we can go back up to our freighter physically and install this module to unlock something new. My ship's not here. I guess it's parked somewhere else right now. There we go. Alright, forget everything that I said about the tractor beams working better now. They're still fucking up and I'm still going through the walls. I don't know what it is, but when they did the... I want to say the fishing update. It was either the fishing update or the liquidators update. I forget which one, but the tractor beams that pull in your ship to land... They don't function correctly anymore. They just, you go through the wall. Obviously, it doesn't do any kind of damage like it would have in the previous iterations of No Man's Sky. But it is weird to see your ship just flying through walls. and a little jarring, if I'm being honest. Okay, I think, yeah, it's this one. The upgrade control panel. Alright, so what do I want this time? More staircases, a new room type. What is this? Appearance modifier room? Maybe. Stellar extractor room. Advanced integrated freighter equipment gathers resources directly from the interstellar medium via a complex system of suction intakes and condensed tubes. The gathered substance varies with the local star. Oh, right. This is a way to get free materials depending on which star system you're in. Some star systems give you free chromatic metal. I've heard this is a good way to get free chromatic metal instead of having to go mine for it. So yeah, I'll get this one. This is a good thing to have in your freighter. Sadly, I will only know what I can get from my star system I'm currently in by setting this up. So let's set it up somewhere. See what we get. And hope it's chromatic metal, because that will be a really cool addition to our solar system, is to be able to be like, hey, we got free chromatic metal, come get some. But if it's something else, I guess getting free silver would be cool. Because I sometimes don't like having to go out and mine for it. I just gotta figure out where I want to put this. Maybe here? Like in one of these walls? Let's see here. Is it? Yeah. That's weird. I'm not getting a doorway showing up. Maybe I gotta turn it. No? That's very strange. I guess I can't put it out here. Where else could I put it? We got space there. Wait a minute, what happened? Oh, I used to have like a sign here that had like 2 directions pointing this way to indicate going to the crew cabin quarters, and this way to indicate going to the teleporter area. Huh, they're gone now. Weird. Oh, you know what? It's funny you should say that, Bryce, because there are some people that figured out how to glitch the game to allow for certain guns to act like a flamethrower. But yeah, it's gone now, and it's been gone for a while. But there are some people that are hoping that they bring it back in some way to where you can actually use a flamethrower. And that'll be cool. So it's something we want in the community. So if it happens, then it happens. This sucks. It's weird that I can't just plop this down anywhere. Why does it have to be so specific? Like, it doesn't want to show up at... Let's check the bottom floor. Maybe it can't be placed on the second floor. I don't know. Or maybe I just can't have it sticking out on the side of a wall. Let's go into the cargo hold where there are a lot of spaces that are just big and empty and see if I can put it in here somewhere. Well, I could put it there. I feel like it would be best if I placed it in a center location directly from the entrance. Or directly from the trading center. Feel like that would look nice. Plus there's nothing in the way, so... And there we go. Wait, is that it? No, that's the wrong one. Shit. There. Yeah, I was looking at the orbital exocraft. Maybe that could be why, because I already had one on my ship. Oh, shit. Does that mean the other one's gone now? Because I had decorations in that one. No, it's still here. Okay, cool. That would have sucked to have to remember what I had in that room. No wonder. His stellar extractor. Here it is. Shit, man. You know what? This kind of works because this is the cargo bay, right? And you would want something... You would want this to be in a location that's cargo, close to the cargo area. Alright, so we won't really know what we get until we wait for about 3 minutes. Because after that 3-minute cycle, it'll get one of these random elements. And, oh man, it doesn't look like silver is an option. But chromatic metal's here, and that's good. It's just all these other ingredients are kind of basic and not usable. And they don't even sell for that much. So I'm hoping I get more chromatic metal than anything. So every 3 minutes I'm going to get one of those 4 elements. And in a 15-hour span rate, we will get pretty much the maximum amount that we can extract. So we'd have to empty and wait another 15 hours. So, like, if I come back tomorrow, I'll see exactly how much of everything that I get. And depending on exactly what it is that we get, that'll be the main supply of our solar system's main element, pretty much. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, it's also saying down here what type of star system this is. It's a yellow class stellar material star system. To those that are well initiated in the way every star system works individually, that'll be something for you guys. You'll know exactly what that means, so you'll probably have a better idea than I do on what I'm going to get in 15 hours. But because I don't pay attention to stuff like that, I'm not really going to know until I come back in 15 hours later. I'm debating if I should put a sign back up. Nah, I'll leave it as is. Oh, I did do a little decorating while I was relaxing in VR. I want to show it off, but there's no real way to get there from here. I gotta go around. Alright. So, when I was relaxing last time playing, I decided to decorate this upper deck area. I put all these big flaming things here to be kind of like, to act like generators. Like they're burning the fuel from our ship's source. And this little lounge area here. You know? To just sit down and stare at the planet from whatever position I'm sitting in. So as you can see, the camera kind of goes back a little bit and gives you a bit of space to look in whatever direction you want. You know? Something fun to do if you're waiting for a friend to log on or something, you know? But it's also good because you can invite people to your freighter. I know I don't really talk about the online player experience in this game, but there's a lot that you can do in multiplayer in this game, and I think it's cool that you can invite a bunch of people to hang out at your freighter. If I had a much larger fan base, or if I had more friends that played No Man's Sky, I could demonstrate that, and we could all be hanging out on the freighter together. But as far as I could tell, nobody's really demonstrated that. You know, it's not something that a lot of YouTubers or a lot of No Man's Sky players think about doing when they're demonstrating how to play No Man's Sky and how to have fun. I'll see them go to a planet, they'll set up a base, and there'll be a whole bunch of people around, but then they won't go to their freighter. But to be fair, a lot of people playing No Man's Sky don't really care much for doing freighter stuff. And that's a shame, because there's a lot of really cool stuff that you could do at your freighter. And if you wanted to, you could subsist specifically with your freighter. You wouldn't need to have to ever leave your freighter to play No Man's Sky. That's one of the cool things about it. Is if you're a fan of maybe Star Trek or something, you could play the game just like how you would if you are a fan of Star Trek. You could just spend your entire time on the freighter doing things from the freighter. I think I went to the wrong base. I think I went to Catastrophe space. No, I did not. I'm really far away from my base. So I think I just went to wherever. Oh shit, I didn't realize we had one of these that close. Wow. I'm going to put down a save space over here, because this will be really cool to maybe build upon in the future. Because these areas tend to have certain things that you can't get anywhere else. So they're very good for trade and such. Go put the save space just underneath of the base of this thing. I forget what they're called. That's why I keep saying thing. Kind of want to mark it. Here we go. I need 2 metal plating. I have some in my freighter though, so maybe I should use those. You know, get rid of some of the junk in my trunk.
Bryce Campbell said.
Yeah. It's a very unique one too, so I think that's pretty cool. A lot of them are more building shaped. This one's more of a floating obelisk shape. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, I guess I don't have any metal plating. I thought I did. All right, so I put a save beacon down here, and I will change its color so that I can identify exactly what it is. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to erase it. Thank you so much, brain, for doing that. Alright, how do I color stuff again? It's been a while since I've done this. Oh, there we go. Let's make it for interesting landmarks. I will make them red. There. Now, when I see it from space, I know what it is. It's an interesting landmark of the planet. Let's save. Well. And now if anyone wants to find some rare trading material on our planet, they know where to go. And it's not that far from the base. Sadly, it is a little bit too far for me to build a pathway here. That would have been cool if it was close enough for me to build like maybe a rail system for easier access, you know? Make it easier for us to get there. Maybe a teleport system. But nah, it's just a bit too far for that. Alright, so we've cleaned up our inventory. We found the freighter module. Added something to our freighter. We did quite a lot. So let's fish for a little while. Catch a few fish. Maybe catch a S rank fish before I go. And then I'll wrap up the stream for the day. For the week, really, because I won't be able to stream again till Monday. There we go. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait. I just realized I don't have any bait. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, I was gonna do something. What was it? Yeah, make bait. Build 30, 60, 90, 100, 200. Let's make... I think I made 300 last time. Let's make 420. There we go. That is an interesting increment. Okay, well. There we go. We got 420. 420. Whatever. Weed reference, lol. There we go. Our water's looking particularly blue today. Wow. I feel like this game would have so many more things if there was such a rank, but there is not. And I feel like that's good, because there are already a lot of things to collect in this game. We don't need any more. Alright, I'm going to eat more of this popcorn. I also have a cake here that I've slowly been eating throughout the day. But I'm a bit full on cake, so. Popcorn's nice and salty. Drink rest of my coffee. But yeah, Bryce, how have you been in your game? How have you been doing in your game? I think the last time I tuned in, you were mostly trying to get cleaned up and we're focusing on testing your strength against the enemies that you were about to deal with. And then you entered a bar and were trying to pick fights with everybody, but instead the guy decided to talk his way out of whatever situation was going on, which was a bit sad. I was hoping to see some combat before I had to leave, but no. He decided to figure out another way to fix the problem, and I was like, aw.
Bryce Campbell said, I've been doing good in my game. The infiltration went well, but I was hoping for a fight in the bar, yet I think I'm nearing the halfway point of the game.
Oh, good. It's a pretty decent sized game from what I've heard. When you rated that one player, that one VTuber, she mentioned that the game is like, I think she said it was around 90 hours. Or I think she was comparing it to another game that was 90 hours. I can't remember now.
Bryce Campbell said, I'm just glad the infiltration was not as annoying as it was in Trails in the Sky FC.
Oh. I don't play too many games that have an infiltration mode in them. I think the last one that I played that was like that was The Legend of Zelda. And I think that was... that was just the very beginning of The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And to be fair, I think that was more of a breaking out scenario, which they kind of go hand in hand, infiltration and breaking out. I basically sneaking around to get out.
Bryce Campbell
Or in.
said, yeah, somewhere around. I think it takes about hours, but it depends on how fast a player plays.
Ah. That's true. And she might have been taking her time. Casual plays are the best. can't remember where I heard this. I think it was something that I read on Blue Sky, but I kind of remember reading somewhere about casual players being the ones who play the game the right way. And it gave a pretty convincing argument.
Bryce Campbell.
And I'm pretty sure it was a well-known speedrunner that said this. I can't even remember now. God damn. I just remember being happy that the speedrunning community felt that way, you know? Because there were a lot of people who replied with the same sentiment. Because when you hear about speedrunners or league players or people who play the game competitively, you always get the idea that they feel as though casual players aren't welcome in the gaming community, that they're shunned. But you gotta realize that's the way that you have to play a video game. That's the way that it's designed to be played, is casually. It's designed to be played for fun. I think that's what the argument was. That once you start competing and once you start playing the game for a sense of profit or of worth, it no longer becomes a game, you know? It's no longer a game, and you're no longer playing it like a game. And at that point, it feels as though the developers just wasted all their time to give you a headache, you know? I really wish I could remember the person that said it. I really do. They're a very well-known speedrunner. Shit. I'm not huge into the speedrunning community. It's just on Blue Sky, you get so many. It's way different from X. You get so much diversity. You see so many different things from so many different people that you didn't even know were a part of social media. I follow this guy on YouTube. What is his name? Dr. Disson's something.
Said, I wouldn't be surprised if playing casually ends up being the right way, since I do play casually too, though I don't any game.
Right. Dr. Disillusion, that's his name, on YouTube. I recently ran into him on Blue Sky, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't even think he had a social media presence, but apparently he does have accounts on several other platforms, and I only just now noticed him on Blue Sky, and it's because of how diverse Blue Sky is. There's way more engagement. It's way more friendly. It's way less toxic. And you don't see any bots. And if you do see a bot, you know it's a bot. It's an obvious bot, you know? There's no way for bots to get around it to make themselves seem like an actual person. And with the high level of security, I feel like that's why, you know, because if someone's going to go through all the effort of creating a fake account for a bot and make it look believable, to have that fake account instantly blocked within a couple hours, it's such a huge waste of time, you know? So I'm 100% glad I swapped to Blue Sky. see so many more uplifting messages. Like, fishing in No Man's Sky is something that I feel as though they didn't think was going to be a huge thing. And they designed an expedition around it. But they didn't think it was going to take off as much as it did. But everybody who plays No Man's Sky really loves the fishing. And it's because it presents such a better option for casual players to get nanites, because up until this point it was very difficult for me to get nanites unless I was going to spend several hours doing something I didn't want to do, you know? But fishing has changed that significantly. One thing I do have to say, though, that they could do for fishing is make it a little bit more difficult to get into, like, make it a little more difficult to make a fishing line.
Bryce Campbell.
That could present a little bit more challenge and make it feel worth it to be able to get nanites in such an easy way.
And vice versa without creating a real account on the other.
Oh, you're talking about reply accounts. Oh, you're talking about people who make an account just to post stuff from X or something like that. Yeah, those don't really bother me, to be honest. Because, I mean, if someone's not going to take the time to create an account on this new social media site, then they deserve to have all of their stuff ripped from another app, you know? Even big corporations, you know? If they don't really want to lose their fan base, then they should put in the effort to make another account and work with that account. Because there's no downside to it. You get more engagement. You keep the fans that you've already had from that other service. So if anything, I feel like those people making accounts that repost stuff from another app, I feel like what they're doing is to the benefit of those that don't want to use that other app anymore, you know? Because not only are they providing the service for us so we don't have to leave, but they're also saying to the other company, hey, if you're not going to come here, I'm just going to rip everything that you're saying. There's nothing illegal about it either, you know, unless that account started saying things in their name, which they don't, you know, they don't pretend to be that other person. You know what? I'm gonna do about 5 more catches, and then I'll wrap everything up. Call it a day. Popcorn's almost gone.
Bryce Campbell said, not exactly no, the user opts into the bot and the bot then creates an account for the other user. After that, if they engage with somebody using that bot as well, the posts show up on both apps.
Hey Bryce, have you asked anyone about what was it? I can't remember. Oh well, it's gone. I had a thought in my head, now it's gone. Oh well, forget it. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. That's just part of my dyslexia. But oh well. Are you looking forward to Christmas, Bryce? Man, well, that might be the best I could do is that A class. Looks like we're not getting an S class this time around. That's okay. Yep. No S class. Ah, well. Oh well. Nothing to add. Let's turn in all our fish. Spent about a half hour fishing. So let's see how much I get. Excuse me. That popcorn's gonna be my dinner before I go to bed. I mean, I would have some cake to go along with it, but I'm just too tired for cake, you know? I'll eat that cake for breakfast tomorrow. Now, when I say that, y'all are probably thinking of an entire cake, but no, it's like a quarter of a cake. Like 2 pieces of cake, pretty much. So it's not as much as it sounds like. I say I'm gonna eat a cake for breakfast. It makes it sound like I'm going to eat an entire cake. No, I don't have a sweet tooth like that. Besides, it's not a very sweet cake either. It has walnuts in it. It's one of those cakes, you know, a more healthy cake than the typical cake you're probably thinking of. It's cinnamon walnut cake, if you're curious. And yes, I made it myself. I had some walnut halves laying around the house that I think my sister bought to make some muffins with, but my sister has a habit of doing this. She will buy things to eat and then she won't eat them. They're things that can stay in storage for a long period of time, like she's stocking up to prepare for the apocalypse, but then she just never eats them.
Bryce Campbell said,
Oh, cool. Well, see, that's the main thing you're gonna want is the games, because if you don't have something new to play, there's no reason to stream. But yeah, it is really great. If you do get new equipment for Christmas, let me know. I was about to say let me know on the server, but it's no longer there. That's still a sad thing. I gotta stop making myself sad thinking about that. But yeah, if you do get anything new, let me know over on Discord. Send me a DM. I know I'm not going to be getting anything that big these days for Christmas. We mostly get a lot from my nephew, cause you know it's Christmas. It's time for kids to mostly get stuff. So I'm mostly excited to see his reaction to the games I got for him. I got him the new Smurfs game. I got him no, not Little Big Planet. Sackboy's Big Adventure. And I got him a $25 gift card to the Nintendo eShop thing.
The games would more so be pre-order since they release around February or March.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's good too. That's like having a game. Already having it paid off. That's basically like having it. You're just waiting to play it. Just being patient. Alright. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to do before I stop for the day. Oh, I forgot to check how much I got for turning in all this fish. Darn it. Oh well. I guess it was somewhere around 2,000 because I have 24,000. I think I had like 22,000 last time I checked. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and save. Wrap everything up for today. I really do enjoy streaming No Man's Sky. It's a really great way to end a week of streaming. It's nice and relaxing, and I get to catch up with everybody and anyone that shows up to the streams. Like you, Bryce. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna exit now. So yeah, once again, if you're looking to do that new expedition, let's take a look again. The Adrift expedition. An excellent expedition. It has a very unique angle that I very much appreciate when they put in effort like that. You got 2 more weeks to get it done. Has some excellent rewards, a brand new frigate for your freighter, all that good stuff. So yeah, go ahead and get that done now so you don't have to worry about it. Because I think 2 weeks from now they're going to have another one ready to go. Another re-roll of another expedition. Okie doke. Alright, so over on Twitch I want to thank Cantagazine. I hope I'm pronouncing that wrong. Right. I hope I'm pronouncing that wrong. Cantagazine, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hello. It was nice meeting you, and I hope to see you more in future No Man's Sky streams. And over on YouTube, thank you so much, Bryce, for hanging out for as long as you did. You were here the whole time. You showed up to the beginning, and you've been here since I want to say I started around 5. So, yeah, thanks. And thank you very much, Jeff Harden, for stopping by and saying hello. It was nice meeting you also. And I hope you are able to get No Man's Sky on VR regardless of what your wife says. But yeah. Oh, that's it. It's been a really good day. I thought I was going to have a headache the rest of the day because of what happened at work earlier on, but hey, see, this is why I stream. I have a nice relaxing time and I get rid of my headache. So now I can get some sleep and be bright and early for another day of work tomorrow. You know how it goes. So to anyone watching over in the archives, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, share the video, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're wondering what it is I'm going to be streaming next time, you can always check out the community tab over on YouTube. I always keep that up to date as to what it is I'm going to be streaming and when. Alright everyone, if you're watching in the archives, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and share the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to, check out the community tab if you want to know when it is I'm going to be streaming and what it is I'm going to be streaming. This has been another day of All Created Live. All trolls will be banned. And that's not going to change anytime soon. Hope you all have a great day or a great night. And I will see you all later. Good night, everybody.